Hello guys, and welcome to a new series on my channel called GD Hot Takes. In this series, I'm going to be trying to provide an objective stance on hot takes in the Geometry Dash community, and I will also provide opinions of other people if they are necessary, and an opinion of myself if it can be applied. For example, if it's like whatever the top one is, like is tidal wave harder than insert level here? I don't beat a top one, so I would have no idea. We want to avoid subjectivity. However, if you have a valid opinion because you have been involved in something, then I guess that's okay. So, today we're going to be starting off the series, which if it does well, I will do more topics. I have a list of topics, and some of them get really spicy. So if you want to see some more crazy takes by me, then, yeah. The first episode in the series is whether or not Aku is an insane or extreme demon. Now, first we're going to talk about why people would say that it is an extreme demon, and then we're going to talk about my personal experience and what my opinion is, because I think I have some very valid points that can be applied. So first of all, why do people say that this is an extreme demon? I think it's important to talk about the ending and people's luck with the level. A lot of videos on YouTube of people beating Aku I have seen, so many of them talk about how they had terrible luck and that they died to the ending, or especially the last click. The last click, it's not easy, but it's not particularly difficult. However, when you get unlucky with a level, you're just naturally going to say that it's harder. I don't care if you say, oh, well, even though I got really bad luck and I still don't think whatever. Like, I don't care. If you got bad luck with the level, you're going to say it's harder than it is. And so many people died at the end because it's probably one of the harder parts of the level. So that's just going to make it feel harder than it actually is. Second is a lot of people tend to jump to this level. I know so many people that have jumped to Aku, and I don't really get it. But I guess, actually, there's one reason I'm going to talk about in a second. But I don't know, just a lot of people seem to jump to a level, and when you do jump to a level, it feels harder, obviously, because it's a jump. Like, if you jump from an insane demon or a hard demon or whatever, it's going to feel harder, and first of all, you're not really going to know how difficult it is unless you beat other levels in the range. And yeah, you're just not going to know, and you're going to say it's hard because it's a lot harder than what you've done previously. So, hence, an extreme demon. Personal bias is also very important. And when I mean personal bias, I mean like bias of the creator, Nagefew, and also bias of like the people that beat it. First of all, Nagefew, he was like, yep, this is an extreme demon. And then Rob's like, yep, this is an extreme demon. And what do you know, it's an extreme demon rated. Even though the community rates, I know the community rates whether it's an insane or extreme demon, but the thing is, people that have beaten Aku are not going to say that it's an insane demon. Why would you say that? Let's say you jump to Aku, which is something I talked about like a minute ago. You're not going to jump to Aku and be like, yep, it's an insane demon. That's just stupid. You're going to be like, no, this is an extreme demon. Why would you say it's an insane demon? You're just downgrading your achievement, which nobody wants to do. So literally no one will say it, and it's just biased towards the level that it is an extreme demon. It's not really biased, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? No one's going to say it's an insane demon. Also, something I've noticed is because Aku doesn't have a lot of ship and wave gameplay, mobile players tend to jump to it a lot, and mobile literally just makes the game harder. So beating Aku on mobile is definitely like the same difficulty as beating an extreme on PC, but the game shouldn't be rated off how hard levels are on mobile. The game should be rated on how hard levels are on PC. I don't know if that's controversial or not, but that it should be how it is. Most of the competitive player base, if you're beating an extreme demon, it's most likely on PC. Now that I have said why I think people say it's an extreme demon, we're going to talk about what my opinion is. And my opinion, right away, is that it is not an extreme demon, and I will explain. I had beaten Cataclysm like a few days before I beat Aku. Cataclysm took 7.5k attempts. It was from not really a jump, I would say. It's not a jump, but I beat it from Supersonic. So, I went from Supersonic to Cataclysm. I think it was Supersonic. Don't quote me on that. And then I was like, oh, this Aku level looks fun. And by the way, I do think Aku is, whether it's an extreme or insane demon, I think it's a really fun level, and I highly recommend it to anyone, by the way. I thought I'd point that out. Aku took 3.3k attempts for me, which is not, like, that's the amount of attempts it would take for me to beat, like, an insane demon, an average insane demon, which was very surprising. I wasn't expecting to beat it that fast, and I kind of did not really fluke. Kind of like didn't die to the end a lot, but it doesn't really matter. Like 3.3k attempts is still insane. Comparing it to other insane demons, I'm going to list a few insane demons that I've beaten that I think are harder than Aku, but easier than Cataclysm. Which, by the way, another topic. Cataclysm, I think, should be the baseline for extreme demons. At least in this case. There might be another video where that is not the case, but for now, we're going to consider Cataclysm to be the baseline of extreme demons. So for Aku to be an extreme demon, it needs to be harder than Cataclysm. I think High by Kermal, Layak by Amzor, and Thanatophobia by Ardu are all harder levels than Aku. I think all of those, if those are all insane demons, Aku definitely has to be an insane demon, in my opinion. I know a lot of people will mention the pre-drop when they say that Aku is really hard. They're like, oh, the pre-drop's impossible. And to that, I just say it's a skill issue. I mean, the pre-drop really isn't that hard. I had almost no difficulty with the pre-drop. Like, you'll die there, and it's kind of difficult to get to the drop, okay. But it's not like it's so difficult that you get to the drop like never. You get to the drop still a good amount. And getting dropped to 100 is not a difficult run on this level. I promise. I got dropped to 100, which is just insane. Like, after I think it was after, like, 1.8k attempts or something like that. It's just not that hard. I don't know. That's my opinion on everything. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you do like the idea of me just talking about things that no one else in the community will talk about, leave a like and comment your opinion, I guess. So yeah, thank y'all for watching, and if you guys enjoy, leave a like. I've already said this, and I will maybe make another video depending on how well this does. Goodbye!